In this minisode, I'm sharing something that's helped me and my high-level clients navigate big changes in business without burning it all down. I share a personal story from when I was deep in the online business building trenches and the small but powerful shifts I made to step into a new rhythm of aligned success. If you've been scaling and evolving your business for a few years or longer, this is the perspective check that could save you time, energy, and unnecessary overhaul. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila Botelho podcast. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. Something I've been reflecting on lately, both in my own business and in the behind-the-scenes conversations I've had with clients, is how easy it is to get swept up in the rush of changing everything when business feels like it's shifting around us. Those strategies, the platform changes, the trends that are constantly shifting, it can start to feel like unless you're constantly reinventing every corner of your business, you'll be left behind. And I get it. I've been in this online space for nearly a decade now with traditional business behind me. And there were seasons, especially in those middle years, where I felt that same pressure, the pressure to be everywhere, that if I didn't pivot fast enough or post often enough or optimize every single funnel and headline, I'd somehow lose the momentum I'd worked so hard to build. But what I've learned, and what I remind myself and my clients of regularly, is that while tools evolve and tactics change, principles don't. The foundations of business, connection, trust, value, clarity, and timing are timeless. And the business owners who understand this are the ones who not only last, but lead. Your audience doesn't need another trick. They don't need perfection. They need to feel something. They need to know that you see them, that you're paying attention to what they're navigating, and that you've created something that can help them experience their next chapter with less friction and more fulfillment. So while it can be useful, of course, to refine your messaging, to update your offers, or test new products, new channels, don't fall into the trap of believing that everything has to change. Often, what needs the most attention is your daily rhythm. What you're saying yes to out of habit or out of fear, that's something to get honest about, and what you're neglecting because it feels too simple to matter. Years ago, I shifted a few key things that made all the difference. It had to do with the way I was scheduling my days and actually allowing myself more space to stop sooner than I normally would. This is something that, when you've been in a startup business throughout your life, you can fall into the pattern very, very easily of wanting to work around the clock because you're excited about it and all the energy that you want to put into it to make it move forward. You know that you are part of that catalyst. And rest becomes a real superpower. So I moved my most important work to earlier in the day. Work that required my best energy was early. And I started saying later to tasks that weren't urgent, but had been filling my calendar. And instead of creating more, I doubled down on what was already resonating and gave it a stronger foundation. So these, they're not super flashy changes, and no one saw them from the outside, but they built the space that I needed personally to listen more deeply to my clients, to my body, and to my own vision. And from that space, everything else became clearer. Your business doesn't grow when you just do more. It grows when you align your energy with your priorities and then create consistent momentum around that. So if you find yourself in a moment right now of reevaluating, that's totally fine. Just don't rush to burn it all down. Instead, I invite you to ask yourself some questions. Ask, what's already working that I haven't been fully honoring? And where in my day am I wasting my sharpest energy? And lastly, what have I been putting off that would actually bring ease if I committed to it. We call that low-hanging fruit. Come back to your core. Come back to what makes you a powerful force in your work, because even as the business world evolves, people will always respond to people, especially those who are showing up in alignment and clarity. Thank you for listening today. And if this episode gave you something to reflect on, I'd love for you to take a moment this week to download the Embodied Success Method and meditation that's linked in the show notes. It's my free gift to you. It is a gentle but powerful key to crafting your more aligned next steps in both life and business. I'll see you on another episode this week. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Big blessings.